Fun Friday, fun Friday. This is Jermaine. Welcome back to my channel, the 91 Box. We are going to look at Elden Ring. I'm going to tell you guys some things about Elden Ring that I would have loved to see in this game. But before you go any further, make sure you like this video, share it with somebody you know, and subscribe to my channel. So, I'm definitely a big fan of Elden Ring. So, for some of you guys who are not aware of this game is made from Software. That's the Japanese developers that made this game. Really cool game. If you guys are familiar with the Demon Souls or Dark Souls series, they're responsible for that. I think they also make some mech game. It's like some Mechazord or Gundam-like game. I forget the name of it, but they're also responsible for that game as well. I might put it in here, I might not, I don't know, but Elden Ring, okay, so this game, it came out for the PlayStation 4 and the PS5. I believe you can also play it on Steam and on like one of the Xboxes. I think the Xbox series. But really cool game. This game you can spend multiple hours playing. Multiple hours. I think currently I've played about 200 hours. This game normally it takes this gameplay, they recorded 15 hours. So you can beat it under 200 hours. But if you just want to play it, look at that scenery. Look at that scenery. If you want to play it for more than 15 hours, you can. But if you're just trying to go through the main bosses, it doesn't take that long. But you do grind a little bit just to get stronger and be able to defeat your enemies. But something in this game that I would, excuse me, something I would have loved to seen in this game. Like one of the things, so there's so many weapons from like different swords, projectiles, spears, axes, mallets, all different types of weapons. I would have loved to see a really powerful dragon sword. Massive dragon sword. Doesn't take much strength to use because you have different stats. You have to level up to even use certain weapons. But a dragon sword that you had kind of like a dragon face on it, kind of like, let's say it's a dragon's mouth and there's the blade is extending out of it. I would love to see some kind of red crystal dragon sword that had like some type of fire ability, and just you name it, put whatever you want. But I would have loved to see something like that within Elden Ring. Did not see a sword like that like specifically in that way, but there was some other swords. There was like you do have long swords or claymores. They're just huge hulking weapons.
My utmost thanks
for
bringing me to the base of the Erd Tree. Here, I can govern my own.
So yeah, I would have loved to have seen something like that. Another thing is like the armor. So as you can see, this guy is dressed as like a knight. This is something that you would see in the medieval knights era in Europe, which has an appeal. Really cool. I would have loved to see something like that. Well, I'm seeing something like that now, but I'm talking about now, you guys can probably hear in this video, I love dragons. I'm a big fan of dragons. I'm a big fan of fire. I love seeing that stuff. I would have loved to see a special dragon armor that, excuse me, almost like a Batman kind of look in terms of like some type of dragon armor, shoulder pads that maybe some kind of wings, a long red flowy cape, um, emphasizing red and orange, somewhat orange, or like the orange kind of looks pink a little bit. Maybe like a dragon head as like the breastplate. Yeah, some strong reds. Uh, really like different variations of red for the armor. And the armor would have its own ability of doing some type of maybe adding or imbuing like a fire buff onto the armor. So any weapon you would use would get this fire buff. Or maybe like plain weapons would get a fire buff if you're wearing this armor. I would have loved to see something like that in Elden Ring. But you guys saw earlier in the video, there's these things known as grace. Now, maybe I should go back to it, but yeah, let's go back to here.
I can govern my own movement.
So this little floaty gold thing, I love these. These are known as grace. And the great thing about these grace, let me tell you about it. What really helps out the player, because I've been playing this game for nearly 3 years and again, multiple hours. This grace heals you and it acts as a teleporting transportation between grace to grace. So wherever there's grace on the map, it allows you to teleport to that location. This is such a killer concept. Like, it's so amazing because of how big this game is. From Software, this is like their biggest game. Like Elden Ring, huge open world. You have a horse that you can ride. That's how massive this place is. It saves you time and just effort if you discover a location and it has a grace. Not only you can heal yourself, you can reset the area. So if enemies are going to kill you, you go to the grace, it resets, and you get to teleport to different grace locations. I think the cool thing about this is the concept of grace, of how it's used here in Elden Ring. They get this from Christianity in terms of the way those who are Christian, who accepted Jesus Christ as their Lord and Savior, we're now given grace. When we go through hardships, trials, and tribulation, God is the one that provides the grace to help us to get through it. So in the same way where this game is very grueling, and I did a video before where a lot of people can't stand Elden Ring because it's too hard. Grace kind of helps you get through this game, through the hard times. That's the same way what Jesus Christ does for us. So, yeah, this is like top one game of all time for me personally. This is like my number one game, Elden Ring. Love everything about it. Everything that From Software did with their games is added into this game. So like every iteration, every development, every type of thing, like rolling away to dodge enemies' attacks, jumping came from Sekiro. The speed aspect came from Bloodborne. The medieval gothic themes comes from the Dark Souls genre. I mean, the growing battle system is from the origins of Demon Souls, and some of you guys may not like that, but hey, this is like my game, best game of all time for me. So yeah, that's it, guys, for Fun Friday. Let me know what you guys think of Elden Ring. What if you're a fan of Elden Ring, what would you have liked to see in the game? let me know in the comment section below. I would definitely want to read those comments about Elden Ring. And yeah, this is Jermaine. I'm signing out. I'll see you guys in the next Fun Friday. Peace.